يا محمد يا نبي الله يا محمد يا حبيب الله يا محمد يا شفيع الله يا محمد يا رسول الله يا رسول الله يا رسول الله.
Start off with the question I always get, and where people are confused with, is that they always think that I've been Muslim my whole life. I've been actually an atheist my whole life. I've been raised, I am half Dutch and half Moroccan, and my parents got divorced when I was 3 years old, so I lived with my mother, and my mother is an atheist, and I lived my whole life as an atheist. I didn't believe in any God, in anything, just in when I would die, that there would be nothing. Some people would say, but you have born like a Muslim, but I don't think so. Especially when I did my research and did a lot of, I looked into Islam, I find out that it's not just saying I am Muslim, it's more than that. So I don't feel like I've been Muslim. Absolutely not, because I didn't even believe in it. So yeah, I was an atheist, and alhamdulillah, I'm now Muslim. So how it went, I did have contact with my father, but not that much, and with my Moroccan family, which are Muslim. My whole life I didn't had, yeah, just a little bit of contact. I would see my father sometimes a year. I would not see him for a year, or then sometimes I would see him every month, but then I would see him 3 years not, or yeah, that's how our relationship was not really close. So everyone around me is just an atheist, or I don't even know, but never would talk about religion. I just lived in a Dutch neighborhood with almost no Muslims, so that was my surroundings, and I would never think about what is there more. I would never think about that. And sometimes when people would ask me, do you believe in a God? I would be like, no, I believe in science. I believe in that this together with this created this and this and this. I was always really interested in astronomics, and also just in the earth and in sea and in tornadoes. I also want to include that a little bit more on my channel, because I'm so obsessed with that. So it would be awesome to include that also on my channel. But so I did kind of, I'm not saying that I know a lot about it, but that made sense for me, that there was nothing more than what I knew. My life was just like the average teener girl living another life as what I'm doing right now. And you hear often that people that convert, that are really looking for some way or something that they are missing, and something like that. But I was absolutely not. I felt like I was not missing something. Now I do know that I was missing something, but at that moment I was not really curious. I was, I do have to say, like, as I told you, I was really interested in looking up on everything that has to do with this life. So the earth, the universe, and all of that. So what was also really interesting to me was religion. So I wanted to do, one time in my life, I wanted to do some research into that, but it was not really a priority. I was really busy with everything, but I had it in my mind already for a while. And then I got to know some people around me that were Muslim, and they were really close to me. So I was kind of getting interested in knowing what these people believed in. And I was really like, how can you believe in that? I was getting really interested, like, how can you believe in that? And I also started to think, like, how can so many people in the world actually believe in it? So I started to get interested in just knowing about God, and not especially the Islam, but just in all the religions. I wanted to also, how can you judge something about something if you don't know anything about it? Started also saying that to myself. So yeah, I started doing, looking up to the Islam, and I came across this video, and I think it was the first thing. Yeah, well, the first thing that happened, something happened in my life, was really affecting me, where I was really sad about, and I had these stomach aches a few years back that were so extreme. I cannot explain how that feels. Like there are knives in your stomach and you cannot move, because if you move you will die. That's how it feels. And I went to the doctor for that, and they told me that that's when you're when you stress extremely, like really extremely, you can get that. So I did not get that anymore, because I knew that was just me causing that. Something happened at that time, and I got that stomach pain again, which I didn't have in a few years. And I got that, and I walked into my room, and it started to come up, and I knew that always when I would get that, it would stay there for like a minimum of an hour or longer. At that moment, I did not know how to pray. I just went down to the ground and I asked God, if you are here, can you get rid of this pain right now? And I went up and it was totally gone. Like it only stayed there for a few minutes. And when I did that, I came up and it was totally gone. I'm not saying that that's really a sign or something, but it was just at that moment I came up and I was like, okay, that's really weird. But I was not like, oh my God, yes, that's God. I was not at that moment like, okay, I believe. But it was just a weird thing. And why I'm telling you guys this is because a lot of these kind of things started happening in that time. So I wanted to include that. We made plans to meet at the masjid to follow one class, and we had that class. There was one prayer, I think it was Maghrib, and that was the first time I really saw a prayer. I didn't know that there was a whole way to pray. I was looking at it, I was like really like, oh my God, I can't wait till I will stand between them and also pray with them. It felt so good. I'm telling you, it was just a magical time. It just went out of nowhere, and no one around me was telling me, yeah, you should do this and this. It was all myself. My heart and my mind, my feelings took me to do make all these steps. It's just really, alhamdulillah, I really believe that Allah opened my heart for this, and He wanted me to, alhamdulillah. Like, I feel like really proud and really thankful that I got this chance. So when I talk about it again, I know how lucky I am, and when I go through all of this, I feel really special that I got all these signs and all these things that happened. One night at a Friday, went to the masjid, and we were like introducing ourselves in a row, because we were like only with like 10 girls, and all of them were like, I think only one of them was just always Muslim. Yeah, so we were going through this circle, and they were like, I am blah blah blah, and I've been converted to the Islam for 14 years right now, and I am so and so. Then it was my turn to introduce myself, and I was like, I'm Líla, and I'm looking into Islam. I've been not converted yet. They were all confused, and I explained, and my current situation at that time, like how I felt about it. And they were like, so what is holding you back? They told me, what is holding you back? Why do you not say the Shahada right now? Why do you not convert right now? And I was like, yeah, is that possible? Can I do that right now? And my heart started bouncing. I don't know why, but I was kind of like happy, nervous, like really, really happy, really happy. So I said the Shahada, and I came back, and all the ladies started hugging me, and I cannot explain, like, I felt so freaking proud of myself, and I felt like at peace, like this is it.